Why you should not start a business. A lot of you are probably like, Nate, why did you post this video? Your entire channel is about how to start businesses, and you talk about how entrepreneurship is the only way to really produce generational wealth in your life, but yet you post this video and you say why you should not start a business. The reason I'm posting this video today is because I don't believe that everybody should start a business. I believe that you need to be in a certain mindset, certain physical shape, certain place in your life that you're prepared to go into battle, right? We don't just go into war, we prepare ourselves so that we have a better chance of being successful. So today I'm going to tell you some reasons why I would recommend somebody not starting a business. And if you're in those areas, then I would recommend that you start to work in those areas to get yourself in a good spot so that when you do flip the switch on, you're ready to go. Again, my name is Nate Jones. If you like this type of content, hit like and subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple areas in people's lives that I really think you should have at a really good spot before you start a business. And number one is your physical health, right? Physical health will give you more energy, make you more extroverted, help you become more creative, help you be able to last throughout the day longer without having to take a nap. I probably work 10 to 12 hours a day. I have multiple businesses that I run, and I have to have energy. If I don't have energy, what is required of me is a lot. I have to do a lot throughout the day. And if I was not in good physical health, if I did not work out every morning, I work out around either 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And if I was not taking care of my physical health, I would not have the business that I have. I would not have the wealth that I've built. I have to be physically in a good shape. Because if I'm fighting myself, if I'm extremely overweight, or if I'm just not taking care of myself food-wise, maybe I'm not eating enough, maybe I'm eating too much, I don't know, well, I'm not going to get the best output, right? You think of a car, you got to put gasoline in it, you got to put oil in it so it operates. We're the same way. You can't expect greatness out of yourself if you're not putting yourself in a best position to achieve greatness, right? Athletes practice before they play. It's the same thing when you're starting a business. If you're not in shape and you know your physical fitness isn't where it needs to be, maybe you focus on that, getting that at an attainable level before you start your business. The next thing is relationships. I think this is one of the most important things, probably before physical health, but relationships with your family, relationships with your spouse, your kids, those are the most important thing. If you can't be a great mentor to your kids, then you shouldn't start a business. If you're not a great spouse to your wife, then you shouldn't start a business, okay? You need to have your relationships at a great level, because when the going gets rough, your relationships, your direct relationships, which is your spouse, your kids, and maybe your parents, but really it's your spouse and kids. If you're younger, then maybe your parents, but you need to have those relationships in play. So when things get rough, you have people in your corner that understand you and understand what you're going after, and they are a motivating factor in your life. They're speaking positivity and inspiration into you. So it's another voice telling you to keep going. We don't go to war by ourselves. We don't go into business by ourselves. Now, we don't want to bring them maybe into our business, but we want them to be a support system so that we keep going, that we keep pushing when things get hard. So make sure you have great relationships. Another thing is emotional health. Emotional health is essentially preparing yourself for a battle. And I call this kind of the self-help area. You need to be motivated. And a lot of entrepreneurs don't struggle with this. But some people need to be very confident. Confidence is a huge thing in entrepreneurship. You need to be confident that you will be successful. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in your dream. You need to believe in what you're going after. And if you don't have that self-confidence, maybe you don't believe in yourself, I get it. Everybody struggles with that a little bit, but I'm talking about people who are really kind of chronic about it, that they don't believe in themselves, the negativity. You need to be so positive when you're going into business, because one negative thing, if you let it eat at you, it will eat you alive. Okay, so we need to be positive. We need to be uplifting. We need to be inspired. We need to be motivated to go into war, because it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard. You have to be prepared. And if you're not prepared and you're a negative person, before you start a business, get your mind right. Because if your mind's not right, one thing's going to knock your boat, and it's going to jostle you a little bit, and you're going to give up and you're going to quit. So make sure that your physical health is on par, your relationship health is on par, your mental health, and the last thing, and this may not apply to you depending on where you're at, but I believe that your religious health needs to be in check. I am a Christian, and having a great relationship, being at a great spot, I think having a higher purpose in life instead of just creating your own kingdom, right? Your religion is paying dividends to something bigger than you. It's investing in something that's a little bit bigger than you, being able to give back, having a purpose in this world, of somebody that gave you that purpose. To me, that's a huge part of us being prepared to go into entrepreneurship, is having some sort of meaning in the world. Now, whether that can be religion, you can get your meaning from religion, that you have a purpose in this world from your religion. And if you're not religious, you could still have meaning. Hey, I want to make this place a better place for the next generation. I want to make this world the best it could possibly be, because I believe in improvement, right? Whatever your religion is, it's essentially looking at yourself as a higher purpose in the world. So a lot of people get that from religion. If you don't, you need to find it from somewhere. Before you start a business, you need to get yourself right. I see so many people, they rush into starting a business. They don't have good relationships with their family. They're not physically ready, and they fail because they have a moment of weakness. And everybody's going to have a moment of weakness. But if you can limit and make your odds of success, if you can make your odds of success better, and you can make the chance of you being successful better, and then you have the right mindset, you're not going to quit. One thing isn't going to make you quit. You're going to be more successful. Your odds of are going to be more successful. Now, nobody's guaranteed success in this world, but I would sure as heck want, if I have a fight, let's say I'm in the UFC and I have a fight coming up, I would rather have 6 months to prepare than 1 week to prepare. Because I know that if I prepare for 6 weeks, I'm going to have a better shot than if I prepare for 1 week. And the same thing should be said for you starting a business. So don't start a business if you're not ready. And if you are ready in these areas, you need to commit and start. And do not become paralyzed by the thought and the love of entrepreneur, and become a doer and not just a listener. Become a participant instead of a bystander. Be in the game instead of being in the crowd. If you like today's video, hit like and subscribe.